Good evening, Rush Nation. Welcome to the 5 Yard Rush NFL podcast. I am your host, the Three Lions, Joel Hewitt. I'm with Vindaloo, Alex, the other one. And what was that other one? World in Motion, Pete, the off-season champion. How the devil we doing, boys? We're here for a good time, not a long time today.
I'm good. Really, really good. Always excited on football day.
Absolutely. So and soccer day. Yeah, that's all good.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've had a couple of weeks off, and that's been nice. Not a great deal going on in the NFL right now, but because we missed Alex and we don't get to see him very often, we thought we'd get together and do something. So we are doing our first ever mock draft. We didn't do one last year at all. We talked a little bit of fantasy last year, but this time we're actually going to go for it. We was scheduled to have CEO Murf with us, but I think he's cowered away because he heard that Alex has done the research and he's worried that he might lose the flagship show status from the Thursday night. Oh, a lemon Fanta, Pete. Costa del Yorkshire. Look at you.
Yeah. That, you know, it's warm when the Fanta lemon comes out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Proper holiday drink.
Alex, you all right? You enjoying the World Cup?
I am. I've got World Cup fever. Yeah, absolutely. It is very weird. Like knowing there are so many different American cities and American stadiums that are really great. Like obviously New Orleans and Boston and everything like that. And all my friends are going, "This stadium looks amazing," and I'm like, "Yeah, I watch it every Sunday. We see it every week. Yeah. This thing is not new to us."
Seeing the England team walk around AT&T or Dallas Stadium and like with their phones out, like, "Oh my gosh, look at the size of this!" Being like, "Yeah, it's just for you, it's the World Cup, but for us, it's a Tuesday." You know, that kind of M Bison me. Where it's pretty decent. I'm enjoying all of the blackout of the sponsors. That's been hilarious. And you know, you gotta love them. The hydration breaks, even though it's a thunderstorm. So like this has been an interesting Dub C. But Dub C's aside, I'm gonna do one of these because what we are gonna do is have ourselves a little mock draft. We all want to watch England in an hour, so we're gonna jump onto some of that. But in the meantime, we thought we'd have a scoot through. Pete, season pro, how many leagues are you in this year? What's the most leagues that you've been in 1 year, Pete?
I've cut down this year. Last year I was on, I think, about 29. So I've pared it back a bit. Yeah. So I'm on currently about 20.
Currently about 20, Alex. You listened to this. This is, and he's not on the Thursday flagship show, but Pete's profesh, right? I think I have 5, of which I remember to manage 2, and then the rest just see how we get on. But let's start. Oh, got a couple of comments. Bunch of highs from Zion King. Hello, hi, how to you? Bunch of highs actually. Here he is. Big fan. So shall we pop in? Pete, you're going with the 101. I've taken 106, and Woodsy, you have got the 110. So what we're doing is PPR, 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, and a flex. I've left kicks and defenses out, even though I do personally like them. There's no point like having to have a discussion about those at the end. But Woods, who's the kicker you're looking out for before you like we're not drafting this time, but like who have you got your eye in the future?
I will be taking Brandon Aubrey at any possible point.
There he is. Love that. I will take whichever one I remember to pick up in the round. I remember to take a kicker. Pete, defense. Who you liking? Because we still do defenses in the league of record.
Yeah, Seahawks again. I know they've had shifting pieces, but I think they've got QBs in their league that like to sling it, and they've got quality pieces all over and great coaching. So I'm going to be safe as house with Seahawks.
Fair enough. I'll take the Rams, idiot. Right, let's do this. 1 minute picks, bunch of autos in between. Don't know how it's going to do because I've never actually mock draft on Sleeper. But here we go. Boom. Draft on the comments. Everybody's in your league. Yeah. Ooh, it made a little ding dong. So Pete, you wanted the 101. What on earth were you thinking?
I think the logic here for most people is Bijan. So Bijan Robinson seems to be the consensus pick, but I'm not having that. I'm all in on Jahmyr Gibbs this year, particularly in PPR. I think he finished just behind Bijan with in terms of points per game based on the first place schedule they had last year. He's just going to absolutely smash it. He's going to be easy RB1 by the end of the year. And I think he could have a 2,000-yard season, particularly with Montgomery gone, because Pacheco's just not as good.
Well, fair enough. So I don't want anything to do with
Jahmyr.
I don't want nothing to do with. I don't want the. Oh, hello. You've timed up. I'll manually select. Were you going, Bijan?
Nothing to do with what? Sorry.
You've timed out. Are you going, Bijan? Oh, I've lost beat. Alex, he was talking about Bijan and then said something about Jahmyr at the end.
He wants to take Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, well, my sleeper. Yeah, can you set me because my sleeper wasn't letting me pick.
That's okay. That's no problem. Select player. Boosh, Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll get him on there. Team 2. This is just, I think. Let's see. Auto pick. They'll obviously take Bijan Robinson.
Gibbs.
I just want to say that I want absolutely nothing to do with the first, at least top 3 picks. I don't think Gibbs is going to do Gibbs things now that he's the solo guy. I don't believe Bijan is going to have a good enough team around him to be running the ball that often. I don't see Puka Nacua as a top 5. I don't believe in Jamar Chase when it gets around to him as well, because based on the team. JSN, I don't believe in anybody like repeating something that they've done. CMC seems too high here at 6 for me. About the only person that I mean, it's pretty tough. I think I'm gonna have to go Justin Jefferson. I like Kyler Murray. I think he's going to do much better, and I believe that he or 9 can feed it to Justin Jefferson.
Two things. One, I completely disagree with you. I think he'll flop for the second year in a row. I absolutely hate that pick from you, and I love the fact that you made it. 2, you see the little volume button at the top right of your screen?
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I think if you click that, it won't make that really silly beep every time you pick a player.
There we go. We've removed the beep.
Yeah.
CD Lamb getting autoed in there, and then number 9, Cook, who I almost, if I was going running back, I think I'd have gone Cook over Taylor. I've got a soft spot for him. What are you thinking at 10?
I would 100% agree with you. At 10, and I can't believe he's fallen to me. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, okay.
I think he is a freak. He's an absolute monster, and I think that he is going to explode again this year. I think he'll be really, really good. So Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be my choice. Wide receiver 1 and then 10. And then here, this is where I did not expect him to be here. I didn't expect him to be here at all. For me, I was gonna split it, and I was gonna go wide receiver and then running back, and I still will. But the difference in option is I did not expect Christian McCaffrey to still be here. McCaffrey, I did not expect him to still be there. So my thing is, do I let McCaffrey fall and then immediately go to somebody else, or do I go with originally what I was going to do, which was take Kenneth Walker? Because Kenneth Walker, I think, will have an absolutely monster season for the Chiefs. I think he's been that one link that they've been really missing and can really help out in the offense game. But Christian McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey, and he can do literally everything. So that's now a debate really there. I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey because he is there, and he's Christian McCaffrey. So Christian McCaffrey will be
Yeah.
my pick.
I like it. I think if I was lower than 6, I think CMC would have been in that kind of, depending who goes, obviously, like 6, 7, 8 around there. I think somewhere between 8 and 10 is where I would, if I land there in like our leagues and stuff, that's where I would go for CMC. Like him a lot. I think that the 49ers are going to be much healthier this year, and he did great carrying the entire team. So now imagine if he gets to rest between plays or something crazy like that, you know? So yeah, pretty decent shout. Love that. You are probably incredibly correct about Kenneth Walker, and I probably have to get over my like Kansas City hate. It's more Patrick Mahomes hate, so maybe Kenneth Walker makes it my way. Interestingly, Devon Achan or Achan, depending on where you're from, goes to Team 9, who I'm now a little bit worried about. I'm glad this isn't real life, because letting them have both of those is insane. Drake London, fine, take him. Not gonna bother there. There's too much messing around at QB. And Tua, absolutely fine, but I don't think that you're getting Tua from 4 years ago. I think it's just going to be a placeholder until they can sort something else out.
Isn't it crazy that in most drafts, like 2 Atlanta players have gone like within like the first 15 picks? Isn't that mad? That's absolutely insane. Like, we all think they're going to suck.
Yeah.
They're going to suck awful this season. But like, there are 2 Atlanta players going in like the first thing, and everyone's like, yeah, no, they're going to be great for fantasy. Are they? How many games are they actually going to win? How many touchdowns are they going to score? No, in a PPR league, I don't understand it. But yes, Drake London will get touches, but I don't get it. Bijan I understand because he's a freak, but Drake London I'm not sure about.
I can't believe that I have to scroll down at this point to take Saquon Barkley. That is madness to me. I assume because we're early doors and people haven't started doing a lot of mock drafts and the algorithm hasn't quite caught up with everything. But to steal Saquon Barkley in the halfway through the second round is absolutely mental. And you're 100% right, Alex. 2 people could have 2, let's call them podcasts, where one week they're saying how terrible Atlanta will be at football, and then they do their draft spectacular, and then they go, wow, I really like taking Bijan in the top 3. Drake London is one of the not Drake London, but yeah, here's Drake London as one of like the top 10 wide receivers. Like, absolutely not. But also in the same breath, it's like, so, and when are we drafting Tuatunga Bailoa if Drake London's going to be like a top 10 wide receiver? I just don't get it.
Because for me, like, I'm not touching Tua. If I'm doing like these drafts and there's Tua Tagovailoa or Baker Mayfield, I'm taking Baker. Or like if there's Tua Tagovailoa or even Shedeur Sanders, I will take Shedeur Sanders over Tua, because I don't think that Tua can play 16 games. Whereas I think if Shedeur gets picked, he will play 16 games. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is no one I would take above Tua. Like, Tua Tagovailoa is bottom 3-4 this year in terms of fantasy QBs, because he could have a 30-30 season like a very famous QB did.
Oh, the guy that helped clean up with the Japanese. Yeah, good guy.
But that was good for fantasy. That was great for fantasy.
That was great for fantasy, yeah. Yeah, because you can afford the 1 point loss from a pick by having a touchdown every time that happens.
Well, and for the receivers, as soon as you throw a pick 6, you get the ball back again. So just constantly keep those drives going. Chris Godwin absolutely ate that year. I want to ring against Murf because of Chris Godwin that year.
You should be wearing it now and just be like,
yeah.
Next time. People have had a slew of running backs go there. Walker, Barkley, Genty, Brown. Love, who I know you like, but were you hoping that he would make it to you at the 210?
There is. I probably would have taken him if one of the 2 players that I've got in mind hadn't gone. So I just need to see who Team 2 takes. Oh, well, that was
Team
not
McBee.
one of. That's made me look good. So actually, there's a team that want to run the ball. Their entire identity of that team, of their coach, is run. They've got a fantastic line now that they're healthy, and he's already shown to be elite. So I am absolutely smashing in Amarian Hampton. I think he's going to be absolute dog this year. If he's not top 5, it's because of injury. I'm convinced of it.
Yeah, even when he came back after the injury, like the final 3 games where he was in there for fantasy, he was averaging over 15 points. Like he's a freak.
Yeah.
Like he's actually a freak of nature in terms of like fantasy. And anyone that's not or that's looking towards the end of that back second round, if he's still there, take him, because he is going to destroy.
Yeah, and there's a bit of me that goes, I'm not going to be picking till the end of the 4th for my first receiver, but the option here is too good for a player that I think is going to be an absolute massive difference maker at this position. Better than Trey McBride. He's got a new QB that I think is going to be really, really good. I've got faith in the QB. I've got faith in the talent. And he's the best at his position. I am taking Brock Bowers. I think he's going to be an absolute monster this year. And now it's just a load up wide receivers.
Hard agree on that one. Like absolute, yeah. And a 3rd round tight end. That to me is where like tight ends go. It's 3rd round. Your top tier tight end is a 3rd round. Don't mess around and take him in the 1st and the 2nd. Don't get cute. And I mean, we do 12 teams in our like league record and everything, and still then the 3rd round tight end is the number that I'd particularly go for. Just realized how much I hate that. I'm really pleased that this isn't real, because that Gibbs Hampton combo, that's your, as our friend Tom likes to put, that's your wee woes, isn't it? Week in, week out, you don't even have to think about it. Bye weeks aside, you know, you're pretty straight there. Whereas me, I've got like 1 of 1, which is still pretty good, but like I guess we'll see where we get to from there. I had kind of overlooked Love and Brown. I almost thought about Jonesy, but he I've got a sour taste in my mouth after last year. I don't think it'll be the same. I could have taken him. That Barkley pick was just obvious. Pickens playing on the tag. Did he say that he was going to do it? Go ahead and play along with everybody. Play nice for now.
Yes.
So that's pretty decent. Olave could be a bounce back if like the hype around Shook is to be believed, which I hope it is. You know, because I'll get to see them both in Paris, which would be incredible. I'm a bit skeptical about taking Olave like this high. I think out of the receivers that you've got around here, I probably would have had a Neighbors or a Collins, quite possibly AJ Brown, because of just like where he's landed now. But I like that Olave and Shook should be hooking up quite nicely.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I'm still not 100%. Sorry, I'm still not 100% convinced on Shook as being an elite QB, and he's got target competition now following the draft as well. So it'd be interesting to see how that looks after this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he's really good, but I know I just traded him away in Dynasty while I still could.
Yeah, we're not overly sure on Malik Neighbors' health yet or anything like that for like him. So like there are other wide receiver options like around there, but like I think the one that's just gone there for Team 5 in Nico Collins, I think they're in for a really good season this year with the Texans. So if you were looking for like a 3rd or even a late 2nd, I'd be looking Nico Collins' way, me.
Yeah, I like that quite a lot, especially like what we've got here. You've got the JSN GNT Nico, like that's a formidable. This is why I like these mid-tier teams, so to speak, because you still get this. Yeah, you got like some monstrous stuff happening over here, but as soon as you get like 5, 6, and 7, like that's the tasty part for me. Now I have to decide whether or not it's running back or wide receiver, and always at this point, it's best player possible out of the 2. I'm not super sold on Josh Jacobs, so that's where I'm struggling at the moment. It's between him and AJ Brown. I think you get more bang for your buck with Josh Jacobs. Is Derrick Henry or Breece Hall going to be there when I get back around? If I look at receivers, Rashee Rice, T. Higgins, I'm gonna go out there a little bit. I like McMillan. I don't particularly know if he would come back around to me after that one. Dude's got the wingspan of a Boeing 747. Like you can't help but have a good time with him. That helps your little Bryce Young chucking it because he's got an extra foot. It's like Wemby out there. Like just go Knicks, by the way. Knicks in 5. So yeah, I like this. This is nice for me because I can just set that and people will be like, oh man, I like the Normans. You know, when people get jealous, you're like, damn it, I was going to take McMillan in the 4th or the 5th. Well, sod you. I took him in the 3rd because I know ball. That's where I'm at. And then Rashie Rice right after that. I'm sure he'll be in some kind of, I don't know, legal issue. So I don't like him at all. Anything I wasn't sure about. Can anybody tell me whether or not I should know more about him?
He's been pretty much nothing but a bell cow for the Bucks. It's how you feel about Irving. He's got a really, really high floor, but his ceiling depends on what you think the Bucks are going to be this year. Do you think Mayfield's going to bounce back, or do you think all the talent left the building when the coach disappeared after 2024? I'm slightly in the latter. As a 3rd round RB1, I think Irving's a solid pick, but I'm not super excited about him. But if you've got CD and Drake London up front, you've got a good base there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think I would rather pass on Irving for that one. So I feel justified. Thank you very much for that, Pete. And Josh Jacobs again. Josh Jacobs, not entirely certain. Like him as a player. Liked him whenever I see him. Feels like if I were to ever start him, he would not perform. Green Bay players are always just do that to me. I could have them in their best season ever. For whatever reason, every time I could start him, just would do nothing. Alex, you're on. Number 10.
Yeah. The other thing about Josh Jacobs is, do we know if he's getting suspended? Is the suspension coming?
We do not.
Is he gonna miss games? Is it? That's the other one for Josh Jacobs, and also he's a scumbag. So for me, the issue is now, because I never like being the guy that's going to pull the trigger and do it, but I kind of have to. So for running back, for me, I'm going to take Derrick Henry as this one because it's Derrick Henry and he will always perform and always be amazing. Joel's talked about on the podcast before. Every time Joel picks him, he never does anything ever in a season. Whenever I pick him, he always leads me at least to the playoffs. So Derrick Henry.
Oh, he shows up for you, does he? Okay.
Derrick Henry's going to be there, and then I'm going to be the annoying person and pull a trigger on something that I think is probably a reach, but I want to talk about it now because I think it's probably a good idea too. I'm never really sure when we should pick a quarterback. I'm never sure about it. I always wait for somebody else to do it, but this time I've got the pick of the flock, so I will be taking Josh Allen, and I will be putting the trigger on the quarterback in the 4th round.
Pete, how do you feel about that Josh Allen pick?
He is the safest pick in fantasy football, isn't he? He will almost certainly, barring injury, be the QB1 overall. It always happens. That's just his MO. He will finish top, and it will annoy you if you haven't got him. So in the 4th, I really don't hate it. I tend to go for value on a single QB league, but I'll have a worse quarterback who'll score a lot less points because he's such a difference maker.
Yeah, I get sucked into to podcasters telling me that I shouldn't take a QB until the 7th or 8th round, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, bang for your buck, it does kind of fall in that way. Where are you getting many more points out of Josh Allen compared to Baker Mayfield much later? Probably not. But am I worried about starting Baker Mayfield every single week? Yeah. Am I comfortable starting Josh Allen every week? Absolutely. Yeah. And in our league, always takes Josh Allen. I don't know how she manages it. It never feels like a reach. It always feels like I was just going to take him. She knows just the point in which to steal him from the rest of the league. And then everybody fears the week that we have to go up against Josh Allen. You know what? I would like to be patient 0-1 of these days, but it's not going to happen. He's never just in the right spot for me. So I don't mind it. at the beginning of the fourth because you've already got decent receiver. Christ, you've got CMC and Derrick Henry. So you're doing absolutely fine. I would be crazy here not to pick a running back because we're starting to run out of stuff. Wild that Etienne is this high up. I love the guy, and I almost name alone just like went to go grab him there because sometimes you just can't help yourself. But I would rather keep an eye out and go with Kyron Williams because he is going to be on the field a lot thanks to that defense that is just going to keep smashing the ball out of people's hands, and it'll be like, right, we'll take a 15-yard run for a touchdown because that's just going to keep happening. Safe is where I kind of went there. I reckon when we actually do our draft beat, I would have had a Team Andy Martinis by that point, and ETN would be on my squad in the middle of the 4th round.
100%.
Yeah, friends let friends drink and draft. Okay, that's what we do in our league. And I'll sit there smug as all hell as somebody takes Drake May after us.
Gross.
Which leaves everything open. Ugh, Drake May went before Lamar Jackson. I hate that very, very, very much.
Yeah.
Loveland. There you go. That's your 4th round tight end. I like that quite a lot. I'm not going to lie to you, but you're starting to run out of big time running backs here, I think. And Alex, something that you should know about me is I draft on vibes. I don't necessarily draft for the win. I'm not out here, min-maxing my squad. I'm going, do I like the guy? Do I want to show up every Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Do I want to watch him? Do I want to root for him? So all of my guys, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I would love to spend the day watching these games, which is why you'll never really see me take like safe, boring players usually. And yeah, it's like, do I like the dude? It's a big part of my drafting strategy. It seems to do okay. Once every 5 years, I win.
Sniped by Auto Team.
Yeah.
Don't be taking my boy like that. That's just thrown me for a loop. Far from impressed with that. So now there's a couple of running backs I really, really like, and this is quite good for me because I've not done any single QB redraft leagues this year. I've done a couple of best balls, mostly been super flex, but I've not taken any. I've not done any of this, so I've gone a couple of running backs, but I can see over the next round or two a couple of really nice running backs I'd be happy to start with. So it's good practice for me, and I think it's why it's always useful to do these mocks. But I need to go wide receiver, and there's one that I can see that I think he's going to absolutely eat this year. He's going to be the best wide receiver on his team, and he's got a great coach and a great QB. So I am all in on Jalen Waddle.
I thought you were going to go Waddle there. Yeah, love that. Absolutely love it. Love the dude. Loved him at the Dolphins. Like him a lot more out there in Denver. Mile high, a lot more like distance throws. Plus, Bo Nix just loves like slinging it. That is inspired, I would say.
Yeah. I'm a bit scared. The ADP calls for Garrett Wilson. I'm just a little bit scared because who's going to be the QB? Obviously, you've got the worry with Geno Smith at the minute as well. And what's he gonna?
I saw this. Yeah, his girlfriend like chased him around the house on like Instagram or something, saying that he beat her and that he doesn't like look after his kids.
Yeah,
dick move. Dick move. On Father's Day.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to take a reach here. I'm running out of time, and this is a big reach, but I just think he's going to be a monster this year. And I'm taking DJ Moore because I think with Josh Allen, and that's because he's not a homer pick anymore either. This is,
no,
I think,
not.
He's very, very good, and I think this has got all the hallmarks of Stephon Diggs when he went to Josh Allen. Not much talent around him in the receiving core, and a great quarterback. I think he's going to be fantastic. Really, really good.
You hope. You just want to see the boy do good. That's what it is.
I do.
It's not a homer pick anymore, but it's like seeing like an old friend just do well. You're like, I hope you succeed, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Just as the team's getting good, you get jettisoned. You've dealt with a lot of rubbish teams that don't deserve you. So
how did Williams fall all the way down here? This is insane. This is did I pick the wrong Williams? That's the real question. Honestly, your man here was almost a sleeper pick for me. He just dragged me through games last year. So I feel like I should have owed it to him to have taken him higher, or at least taken him next. And Dallas running backs, they just always perform. They can't help but perform. I don't know what it is. Don't know if they're just O-line rich or what, but I've never seen one be that bad.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit scared because basically his entire career has been crocked. And was this just the one good season? Was this lightning in a bottle, and then it's not going to get back to it again? Because he's a great player. He's fantastic in Denver. He just couldn't stay healthy.
Was it me?
No, it might be me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I've got a spin. He's got a spin.
Tell you, the heat's doing everything to everybody here.
Yeah, there we go.
I think it's John. This is the first time that's ever happened on the group.
Yeah. Team 5 has taken Devontae Adams, if that helps.
Hydration break for me, apparently. Can you hear me now? Are we back? Yep. Yeah, Adams fine. Didn't want him. That's absolutely okay by me. See, here's where I start to struggle. I don't feel like any of these are really the 5th round pick that I want to. I'm not feeling Laddie. Zay Flowers, I've been burned before. James Williams has burned me. Trayvon Henderson is possible, but it's not particularly great. Devonta Smith.
That's who I nearly picked.
Oh, you.
I was like Booker or more last time.
Booker was who I was going for at the end of the round as well. I was going to be like, right, yeah, no, it's there. Obviously, the issue with Booker is he going to be fully fit all season? Is he going to be this? Is he going to be that? What was his production like after he completely fell off a cliff and did everything there? But yeah, it will always be difficult. It really will. But the issue that I'm facing is when we go to me here, which is going to be in a couple of picks, is I really don't like Zay Flowers. I think he's an awful human being and a really, really bad QB. But Devonta Smith is wide receiver 3 of the Eagles now. He's barely going to get a touch.
Devonta Smith's wide receiver 3. Now AJ Brown's gone. Do you reckon?
No, I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking about thingy. I'm going to take Devonta Smith. So sorry. There's Devonta Smith. And then I'm going to now, this is where I go a little bit. I think this is a reach, but I don't know again because this is me. I'm going to take a gamble because I know that their QB is absolutely garbage and their situation is weird, but I don't have one and I need one. And I think he was amazing last year.
Yeah. I forgot about Warren. I had him as well in something or other. And although Loveland stole a lot of headlines, Warren did what he needed to. Oh, I don't expect a great deal from tight ends, depending on what league you're in, but we play standard scoring and whatnot. So if I can get 5 points out of tight end each week, I feel pretty happy about that. Warren, however, was always at least about 7. It felt pretty decent having him there.
I want to zip my camera off so I don't lose too much signal.
I don't know if anyone heard me, but
going on with the internet today.
Yeah, I think the heat has gone through. Oh no, I accidentally auto-drafted myself. But the last time I auto-drafted anything, it turned out to be quite a good one. I was gonna go QB here. I think I wasn't certain that I would end up with Joe Burrow. I probably would have taken Caleb. Not gonna lie. But yeah, sorry. I'll take Joe Burrow. At least now the person who's got Jamar Chase, who took the 4th pick, they have to worry about me also scoring every time they do as well, and times when they don't. So yeah, sod it. Joe Burrow, he's on the squad. Henderson, Judkins. Judkins is a great shout. Honestly, I don't think he's a sleeper. He's definitely perfect around there in the don't you dare, Alex, 6-7 slot. Yeah, youth. Scaboo, too high. Love him. Can't wait to watch him crash into some lampposts with his head, not his car. Let's not be that guy. Yeah, this is hype alone. Like I really wish that I'd got Scaboo in my dynasty team, because then I could just like sit him in. Every team needs a mascot, and that would be my guy. But I don't think he's gonna quite perform in that kind of role, especially when I suppose they've only got Love there. Pete, Europe.
Here, there's quite an easy pick for me. There's so many good running backs here. But I am going to go with a running back. I know I've got a couple of really, really good ones, but there's one that's going to get all of the work in a team that's already shown that they can carry an absolute bell cow, and I'm taking David Montgomery.
Yeah, of course you are.
Just going to be like when Joe Mixon went there. I think he's gonna get so many carries. He's still a good power back, and I think just volume alone will make him really, really productive. And we know he holds up, and we know he's strong. I am tempted by QB here, but I think I'm going to go with another wide receiver to back up my receiver core. And I am in the 7th round. I cannot say no to Mike Evans in San Fran. He may not be the player he was, but he'll get 1,000 yards. He'll get 8 touchdowns, maybe more in there. It's not like the abundance of talent around him. So I think he's just a high floor pick.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie there. I'm really surprised DeAndre Swift was still on the board after that round.
Yeah. I considered it, but we'll come back to that later, hopefully.
This is where auto draft takes a bit of a dip, because everyone's like scrambling to grab a QB. And again, yeah, look, Swift is still there. Swift would have gone where Daniels is here. Christ alive, DK Metcalf still got picked up before. There he goes. To me, I auto picked myself again, but that's not a problem. I'm just doing some good hosting, and you know what? Sometimes it's all right to see what would have happened if the gods had have chose. Honestly, at that point, you're in best player possible territory, because you're looking at backing people up. So if I were to go on the flex, is there anybody that I would have had over Swift in this position? Swift's never landing down in the opposite 6, 7, 7, 6. So yeah, definitely love that there. Could I have been tempted by Fanning because I do need a tight end? Possibly. But I'm going to see what tight end comes around to me in the next one. Fanning did not come back around. He went the next pick. Adunze, love it. Would have maybe taken him at the receiver. Don't like Watson. Green Bay always screw me over. I auto picked for you, so let's just remove that. There you go, Alex, you're up.
Thanks, man. I wasn't going to take that guy whatsoever. I'm going to take the Denver Broncos safety blanket. And I know that we've already discussed up above somewhere where Pete took Jalen Waddle, and he is going to be an absolute freak of nature carry horse, and he is going to take absolutely everything. However, I will take their wide receiver number 2, as he is also a freak of nature and will do loads of things and get loads and loads and loads of stuff. I would take Colin Sutton.
Nice pick.
Yeah, love that. Love that, mainly because years ago, Pete and I had I don't want to say heated discussion, but definitely a discussion about who was a better receiver. I don't even remember who the other guy was, but I picked Cortland Sutton. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, now you remember the conversation, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, I would take Sutton all day. But it was back when you got like well into rookies, and they like took him on, and you were like, nah, this guy's taking his lunch. And here we are, calling to the sort of thing, and we can't
Jerry
remember the
Jeudy.
name of the other guy. Jerry
Jerry
Jeudy,
Jeudy.
there he is.
Yeah.
And where's Jerry Jeudy now, Pete?
Cleveland, which says all you need to know.
Alex, go on then, mate. You're still up.
The other one that like I'm thinking probably could have an extended like workhorse kind of thing, and is notably just a backup because two of the running backs that I've taken are old as shit. And are injury prone as all hell. And the team that I'm going to take it off is I'm going to take Jalen Warren for Pittsburgh.
I like it, particularly with Gainwell out of the question now as well.
Yeah,
taking all of those receiving targets as well.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that actually. Pete, in our draft, remind me about Jalen Warren. Don't dare take him when you're reminding me in our draft about Jalen Warren.
I'm pretty sure that we're going to be drafting our main draft on when I'm on holiday because of the time when I'm on holiday. So I'm going to be on auto draft, which means I'm just going to have to be the waiver wire king to have any chance.
What country are you in on holiday?
I'm in America.
Which coast?
Florida.
All right, so yeah. So we managed, Adam Rank manages to like join in all right, and it's like 2 o'clock in his time. You can walk around Disney, maybe just sneak a little pick in here and there.
If it was a long draft, I'd be all over it, but I think a short draft I might get divorced.
You say short. Our short draft is like 5 hours.
yeah, it is.
And I think that you should get somebody from the Magic Kingdom to make your pick anyway. Just saying.
That would be good if I can video Goofy.
At least if you can like sneak into the first round and just be like, Goofy, hear me out. I'm 5th overall. Just have a look. Explain the point scoring system to him. He'll sort you out. I'm reckoning. So I've seen the old Goofy American football cartoons where they explained the rules in Chaplin-like cartoons.
Yeah,
he's got classic knowledge. He wore a leather helmet for crying out loud.
I think you should get your wife to film it and then post it on all social media, and it will go viral for you letting Goofy do it, especially if you have the number 1 pick. If you have the number 1 pick and you let Goofy pick the number 1 pick, and Goofy picks, I don't know, let's say Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Quinton Judkins because he likes the dog pound.
That's it. There we go. There we go.
I'm going to do the opposite
as well. There's the guy that you needed, Tucker Kraft. He was the guy for you. You'd have been laughing if he'd have come back to you.
Yeah, I'm definitely going tight end here. I'm not taking Kyle Pitts even for the lols and the memes and whatnot. I like Sam Laporta quite a lot. I don't know how questionable is. I've not heard it being that bad. But right now, it would be between Laporta and Gadsden. Kincaid's fine, but I think both of those targets never seem to go over to him. I'm getting a Laporta in there. Also, I have Laporta in my dynasty team, so then I could just cheer for one tight end. That's fine by me. I can double dip.
I actually disagree. I think Dalton Kincaid is absolutely unreal, and I think Dalton Kincaid will be a top 5 tight end this year.
Do you know what's great about this? Is I would have taken Pitts because Pitts was the tight end 3 last year. It was the most unimpressive tight end 3 season I think I've ever seen. Buddy was the tight end 3 last year. He's starting to get it, and he's still like 14. He's still stupidly young.
And now he's got Tua Tunga, Vile. I can't stress this enough about the Atlanta Falcons. This isn't hate from a Saints fan. I buried that. I don't mind. I still think they look ugly on TV and they make stupid choices and they're a bunch of dum-dums, but like they're not going to do well. I just don't see anything from Pitts.
Can I give you some Dalton Kincaid stats?
Please.
He was the first in targets per route. He was the first in yards per route run. He was the first in yards per target, first in yards per reception, and 6th for touchdowns in tight ends last year.
Woof. Wow,
that is why I would.
If only you'd have drafted him last year and not this year, where he's not going to do any of that.
I don't know. I think obviously because they've got more weapons of obviously Buffalo, but he is that safety blanket that gets loads of minutes with Josh. Josh just loves throwing to him.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, but I don't. You won't see him on a roster of mine unless I'm really destitute. But like, every dog has his day, and yeah, he's going to be on the field a lot. He may catch a few here and there. Like I've said, I only expect 5 points out of tight end, but I wouldn't even expect that from him. Kind of mad at myself that Lemon just kind of like snuck through there, like that a lot actually. Bit of a shame. But Wilson's gone. You're up.
Okay, so I'm normally a homer on this podcast, but I'm not when I draft fantasy football. Fantasy football and normal football are completely separate from me. I don't draft my own team's players just because they're better players. However, there's no chance I am saying no to Caleb Williams in the 8th round.
Yeah.
I think another year getting those layups. We know he's got the explosive plays. We know he's got the talent around him at receiver and in the running game. So he's just going to absolutely smash. He scored really well last year. I expect that to continue. And on a similar vein, the Bears had the number 1 rushing offense in the entire league last year, partly because of Caleb. A lot of it was to do with DeAndre Swift, but also 700 odd yards from Kyle Monongai. So as a handcuff that you can play week in, week out and have solid points from, with an upside of a top 5 RB in the 9th round, I like that pick more than Swift, even though Swift has probably got more likely upside. I think Monongai, 2 rounds later, could be an absolute monster. So
we got him there. Yeah, I like that a lot. And a couple of things. The Madden curse is real. However, because the skyline of Chicago was on the cover of Madden, they got the curse and the team has moved. So that means that Caleb doesn't have it. It was the city that was cursed in a delightful twist. So I'm not expecting that. Alex, just quickly, Pete has drafted how many ex or current Chicago Bears by your count out of 9 players?
I've got at least 4.
Yeah, I thought 4 as well. Just for anyone I don't pick my own players, but I love it when they go somewhere else and I could draft them for another team.
And there was the discussion about Swift that would have made it 5.
There was, yeah.
Swift was never on my radar. It was on your radar.
Okay.
I will defend my position.
Of course he was. Yeah, we'll take that back to the replay and we'll see how we get on with this. BTJ going down all the way down here. This person's wide receivers: Nakua, Olave, Wilson, Lemon, and BT. Christ. That's some trade bait because they need help at running back. I'm not sure Love's going to do it for him, and I definitely don't think Scatterboo is. As much as I like Scatterboo, I just want to preface this. Scatterboo is not fantasy worthy. He is, however, fun in all sorts of other ways. I have no idea what I want to do here. So what we do is we just look at best available. Don't need a tight end, so we can sack that off. So let's just have a look in the old Flexi. Oh, Flex is in our tight end spot, so let's leave it at that. We struggle now. Wide receiver. I don't mind any of these down here where we are, but let's just check. I'm gonna have to go Chubba Hubbard. I can't.
It's a nice pick.
Yeah. It's a rare one for me, but if he's just gonna be sat on my bench anyway, it's not like it's gonna be like crazy that I have to drop something in. I think I'm strong enough now at running back that I can just kind of concentrate on my receivers going forward. But still, I'm feeling pretty confident there. I've got Joe Burrow. I might win this league. I'm right. This is happening now. I'm going to recreate this. We're going to see how we actually do. I'm going to make it legal. Just because I like my draft more than I like your guys' drafts. That's the only reason. Oh yeah, teammate isn't a real human being. So I'll pick them out. Corum, don't know who you are. Harrison Jr., God bless Team 9. They have no idea that they just took an Arizona Cardinal.
I'm so confused about Harrison. He had all the hallmarks to be a world beater, and he still could, to be fair. But Arizona is not a fun place to be right now.
I had Harrison, Murray locked in together in my fantasy team last year. Anyway, I got the first pick in that league this year, for obvious reasons, which I've given up. But we'll talk about that in a sec. Alex, you're on the clock, buddy.
I am. I'm just going to take him because he's here and like put on like a similar just old man team that I've currently got going on, and I really enjoy it. That I'm waiting for these guys to live their heyday, and then I'm going to hit you with a sleeper pick. So one is going to be Chris Godwin.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Because Mike Evans is gone.
Your 2023 squad here is looking tight.
So it's just old men that could do something again. But no, and now is my sleeper that and I said I had like a little sleeper that probably would still be, he might not be still here, but he might be. The sleeper that I currently am looking at that I really like is Parker Washington from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh, that is a sleeper pick, Alex. What do you like about Washington?
Well, he averaged 22 points per game over the final 4 weeks of last season, and I don't think anyone's talking about it.
No, they aren't, but you are, and I respect that.
So yeah, he was the leading receiver in Jacksonville last season with 58 catches and 847 yards, and he works out of the slot, so he will get weird targets, and it will be cool. But he is definitely like not one of them guys that you would go, oh my god, he's still here in the 8th round. I've got to get him. No, if he's there in the 10th, and you're like, oh, I need some depth, then yeah, go and get Parker Washington.
Yeah, quite like it a lot. I'm taking Wan'Dale Robinson here because I think Ricky Pearsall is just going to be one of many. I don't think he's going to be bad. I think there's just a lot of mouths to feed over in San Fran. I don't believe in Pittman. Quentin Johnson, meh. Stephon Diggs probably doing some weird pink powder on a boat somewhere. It's about that time of year, isn't it? So that's that felt like the only choice that I possibly could make. Let's do a couple of auto drafts. Yeah, Pearsall goes. Hunter Henry. Yeah, still going for it. Different B Robinson.
Do not make that mistake, everybody.
I love it. I love it very much. There's going to be at least one sticky draft board where somebody pulls out the wrong name out of the hat.
There's a couple of picks here that I really, really like. And one of them is actually a second tight end to go second tight end here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the number 1 receiver in Pittsburgh this year, and I'm going to take a trip to Pity City.
I like it. I love it.
I'm a big fan of Pittman.
Pittman in the pits as well.
And
like
I needed
it's quite a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you certainly did.
I'm liking that. Yeah, and I've got a wild one for my final pick. So I am actually going to go for the guy that I think is just going to do really well, certainly towards the back end of the season. I can afford to carry a guy this elite on my bench. So I'm going to take Kelsey.
Wow.
It
So
was-
brave. In the
it
11th
was a
round,
two-horse
somehow you
race
got
there,
Travis.
but he could be the tight end one this year, and nobody would be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can get him in the 11th. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's landed down there, to be fair.
I absolutely love it.
Don't hit.
Don't.
Gosh, we're really scraping some barrels here, aren't we? You know, you got to take a punt down here. Concepcion. I often like get rookies a bit higher up, but I've not done that this time around. So yeah, give me some of that. Like if Shador can shut up and throw, I've got absolutely no problems with Concepcion being the top dog in that receiving corps. If he's fighting with the aforementioned not Juwan Jennings. What's Juwan's name?
Judge Judy.
Yeah. Kittle down here. What the hell's going on?
I know. That was my other pick, but he's injured, isn't he? So we don't know how much the season's going to miss. He might miss all of it.
Yeah.
If I thought he was going to miss like the first month, I'd have had him. But not a bad backup pick when you've already got. They've got Tucker Kraft, haven't they? So when Tucker Kraft gets injured, maybe Kittle's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it. I've got again, it's not really a sleeper, but I'm not really sure who's going to be the RB1. So I'm going to take this kid, Shadarian Price for the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, he was on my list to take. He was one of the ones that I was nearly reaching for.
Got to take a punt at the end here, haven't you? Yeah,
absolutely. Just because if he explodes like week 1, week 2, if he has an Isaiah Likely start like a couple of years ago, you know, when Isaiah Likely took over from Mark Andrews and played 2 weeks of awesome fantasy, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, I don't have Isaiah Likely. Who has Isaiah Likely?" And then everyone picked him up, and he fell off a cliff for the rest of the
year.
Yeah, I know the guy.
Now at the Giants, and the thing is, you've got Charbonnet injured for the beginning of the season, so if he gets a workhorse role that first month, because he's got the draft capital, hasn't he? If he gets that workhorse role for the first month, even if you believe actually he's gone when Charbonnet comes back, somebody else is going to believe him in that league, and I bet you can trade him for a decent piece.
Yeah. And then final pick, my final pick, because I'm weird, I'm going to take a second quarterback, and I'm going to take Matthew Stafford.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, why not get that old man in there? Depending on which day of the week it is, depends on whether Alex thinks he's old and done or he's got one last ride in him. So I guess we'll just see from there. It's all tight ends and rubbish. I've got 4 of each skill position, QBs that are still around.
How low did Bo Nix go? He was the QB7 last year, and they were the 1 seed. And he's gone that far in the 12th round. He's just gone in the 12th round. The pick,
Has he just gone? Yeah,
just gone. That's wild to me.
I quite like Crosby. Oh well, oh no, Woody Marks would have been all right, but I don't. I think that's been gazumped now, hasn't it? Let's take Aaron Jones. He's number 1 there, isn't he? I guess I'll settle to take Jonesy as my last pick in this draft. Diggs is gone, even though he's got nowhere to go. Gainwell is a fair enough pick. Schultz is a good tight end. Doctor Strange is gone there, and with the Mr. Relevant, Peter's got.
A surprising pick, but I think he's more talented than he showed last year, and I think he's going to break out and silence a lot of the haters this year. It's a crowded backfield of people that love to get injured, receiving core that people love to get injured. So I am going to take Matthew Golden.
Oh, he's going to be golden.
First round pick. Yeah. And I think yeah, I think he'll do well there. They've lost a couple of pieces. Well, Dubs has gone, hasn't he? So I think he'll climb up there quite quickly as soon as Watson gets crocked.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I quite like it, actually. I'm just looking at all three teams to see. I don't like Alex's old man factory at all. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's like, wow. I hope they all survive. Pete's feels more thought out than mine. Out of the three, I'm taking my own squad. It's got to be a homer for me out of that. But I'm a little bit worried about. I think it's team 5. Oh no, it's team 2. Team 2 seems to have like a weirdly good time there, apart from having 2 QBs and 2 tight ends. But like,
and only 2 running backs. Bonkers.
Yeah. That is a problem. Long Lidaire are kicking off. Does anybody have anything they wish to say, or do you want to peel out and go and watch the mighty Lions?
Let us know whose team you like most in the comments, and explain to these guys why I'm the best.
Yeah, and if Joel can get a screenshot of it, then we can share it on some social medias, and maybe CEO Murf and whichever human being they have on the flagship show will discuss our draft board and go and pick it apart.
I wasn't looking, but I hope you did the air quotes when you said flagship show.
I did.
Yeah, I could hear them. I just couldn't see them. So that works for me. All right. It's coming home, obviously. Thanks, guys. I've enjoyed this quite a lot.
Yeah, me too. Peace.
Cool outro phrase.